Hello everyone, this is Chronicle. I'm going to show some of the fire units that I usually use. Okay, let's go. Okay, the first one I'm going to show is this Kamui. His ranking is something like this. As you can see, he has 2 jobs only. One is the job plus of his unit job, and another job is Holy Brother Shura. So you can use both job if you want to use Holy Brother Shura. But of course, usually I will be using this job. And then his overall status is actually quite high as a free MC unit. Especially his attack is based from physical attack and magic attack. Both of that is not bad. And his speed is super high. And then one of the skills that make him so powerful that is this ration. This ration is really so powerful. Even though it's a probability, but it's actually quite high. And there's no range limit. It permanently increases the physical attack, magic attack and speed up and can be stacked 10 times plus HP recover. No matter where the opponent hits him, this ration will be activated. And then the 2 passive is also very good. You see, increase the physical attack, brute attack, and this one is increasing the magic attack and all resistance, everything. So this will be the best for him. And best thing, Susano from the Kensei Shura, charge times 5, so that his normal attack or skill attack will have insane damage. And then he's very good against the wind unit because most of his skill have the strong versus wind. So he's a pure wind killer. And this is the most high damage of all skill. Even though there's no unit lock, if you use the charge times 5, after that using this skill, the damage should be insane, especially wind unit. And also have the property of critical, so the damage will be quite high. And it's an area attack some more. Okay, next is the mementos. He don't have any special mementos for him, so I equipping this one, but she need mementos. Because it increase the basic speed and the group skill increase the HP. So that his HP will be even higher. And then if you want to increase his speed even more, you can equip with this one, because this increasing the speed plus 7 and plus 16. So his overall speed will be even higher. But then increasing the speed and HP will be good enough. And the gears, well, as long as anything that is increasing his HP, physical attack or magic attack and speed will be good enough. Right now, this is the best gear for him because it increases both physical and magic attack and also dex and also speed. I think this is the best for him. Actually, it's best for so many units because increase the speed plus 12 a lot. But the light elemental plus 8 will be useless, but doesn't really matter. The speed plus 12 is a lot. If you don't have this gear, because this is from the Aluma Mementos, you can always equip this one. This one is from the gear summon. It increases the physical attack 50 and physical defense 50, and you can use the weapon 50. Not so bad. Otherwise, you can equip anything that is like a free gear from this one or this one. Either way, as long as anything that is increasing his physical attack or magic attack will be good enough. And for the second gear, this one is from the Ultima Mementos, the New Year version. Well, the status increase actually nothing much, but at least got jump plus 1 and HP regen, so it's very good for him. In case his racial ability never reacts, it is not 100%. And then this one is from the gear summon. Not only increase the HP, paralyze resistance, but bro plus 10%. His normal attack is a bro attack, so it's good for him. And then for the starting of battle 3 turns, he will have this strong versus the Maju, but this weapon ability is quite optional because the main purpose is only this bro attack plus 10%. But of course, you can equip with any gears that is increasing his HP will be good enough. And this one become the HP regen armor if you don't have this Ultima muffler, either way. So I guess that's all about the Kamui. Okay, next is this Kadanova. Well, his ranking is something like this. Anyway, he have this unique job plus only for him, and this is also another unique job, and this Dragon Cavalry, Garuda, and Chan. Well, basically you'll be using this job, of course. And then his status, well, as you can see, his normal attack is pretty high, and HP also quite high, and the speed not bad, defense also not bad, and the dex also okay. But then what makes him very powerful because of these mementos. Later I go through. And then for the ability set, well, this will be the best for him if you master his 2nd gate and 5th gate. But if you never master the 5th gate, using this ration skill will be the better choice. Probability of damage reduct. Otherwise, this HP drain will be the better choice. And then for the 2nd gate passive, this one is used to be the Dragon Cavalry passive. It's only increasing the jump attack, but now it's all attack up. So his slash attack or jump attack will be increased, and also increase the physical attack and so it's good to master the 2nd gate if you want to use him. And then this one, increasing the physical attack as well. And then for his main ability, the first 2 skill is a slash attack, and the bottom 3 skill is a jump attack. So in case the opponent have the slash resistance, you can use this jump attack or other way. And beware for these 3 jump skill, all of them have the HP consumption. If you have the new mementos, this HP consumption actually doesn't really matter that much. And then the main part, this new mementos is really very powerful. Seriously, because of these new mementos, Katanova turned into a very powerful unit. Not only the status are very good, but this gear is super good. This gear is really very good. Well, later I go through. And then for this group skill, as you can see, there's this HP cost reduction minus this much. So even though the jump attack is HP consumption, but so by equipping these mementos, the jump attack HP consumption will be reduced. But if you master these mementos, this will become a minus 100%. Means the jump attack will become a free jump attack without any HP consumption. So really, this memento is very good. Some more you can use this BG ability. It's a passive. When you attack any enemy, he permanently have this all attack up and jewel regen. And of course, if you master the mementos, the overall status increased. Seriously. And this leader skill also very good. It increases the HP 30%, okay, but physical attack 50%. Good against the wind 20%, very good. And good against the grid 40%. So the total damage will be 110%, super hard, especially against the wind. And then next is the new gear, this one. This one is so good because not only increase the stat a lot, but the main problem is this weapon ability. This weapon ability makes Katanova super strong. This one. For the next 5 turns, he will be riding a dragon. Riding a dragon means dragon rider. And then all of his ability skill change and the parameter all up. Seriously, this skill makes Katanova so powerful. And of course, if you're equipping with the Zen sword, the katana, the overall status increase as well. So this gear and the mementos is really a must. And then another gear is this one. This is a Zen katana because you can use the weapon ability as well. And then the lastly is this one. This is a old mementos gear. It is also very good for him. Increase the jump attack 10% and also increase a lot of physical defense and accuracy. And then you can use this weapon ability, not so bad. All defense up and jump attack 1.8. So you can use this weapon ability to increase his jump attack power. But then this 2 gear is from these 2 mementos, so not everybody have these 2. So this accessory you can equip with anything that is increasing his HP or anything, but this will be the best for him, seriously. Okay, I guess that's all about the Katanova. Okay, next is this Daisy. Well, her ranking is something like this. Okay, she have this Holy Spearman, Job Plus, and Mercenary Enchant, and Holy Brother Enchant. But most of the time you'll be using this one, very obvious. And then she have the recently adjustment for the status and the skill attack. Well, her overall status is super high. Suddenly the physical attack more than 1k. And the HP also very high. The speed is decent. And the defense is decent. And her critical not bad. And then for her ability set, this racial skill adjustment is very nice. After the adjustment, instead of the probability of jewel drain become a 100% jewel drain. This skill have the 100% of the jewel drain makes her very powerful. But the shooting range is only 2, so beware. And then this 2nd gate bonus and this master ability have the adjustment, especially this physical attack up and this master ability, the physical attack up, and this initial jewel up have the adjustment. That's why her physical attack is this high. And her main ability also have the power adjustment for this skill and these 2 skill. These 3 skill have the power up, but these 2 skill there's nothing special, it's still the same. And then, of course, the side ability, I'll be equipping this Holy Brower because of this charge time 3. I seldom use other side ability. And then for the mementos and the gear, this mementos is her mementos. Well, I guess this is the best for her. Because of the good skill, everything increased a lot for her. But there's no leader skill and no BJ ability. But if you don't have these mementos, you can try equipping this one. This one is also for Daisy. This one, you see, got Daisy. But the overall status is only increased this much, not a lot. And then for the gear, this one is from her mementos. One of the best for her. Because this job plus, most of the skill attack have the property of critical. So this one is nice. And increasing the speed and pierce attack up. And also have this weapon ability, Jewel regen for 3 turns, not bad. And then if you have this accessory, you can use this weapon. This weapon will be the better choice if you have this accessory. Otherwise, you equipping this weapon because this weapon increase a lot of the status. But this accessory have the speed up and critical rate plus 25%. So it will be quite useless for her. Might as well increasing the attack, this one. More attack and more critical. And jewel gain plus 5. Then for the another gear, this one. This one is from the Alubelu Mementos. It increase a lot of HP and initial jewel and jewel gain. So I guess this will be the best for her. Otherwise, you can use the HP regen armor for this armor. And if you don't have this accessory, anything that's increasing her speed will good enough. And then the weapon change into this weapon. And any free weapon, either way, like this one or this one, any free weapon. There's a lot of free weapons. So I guess that's all about the Daisy. Okay, next is this Chihaya. Her ranking is something like this. Well, she have this Dancer Job Plus, Chromancer, and Blade Master Enchant. But of course, you'll be using this job because this job is so powerful. And her overall status is this high. She doesn't need any attack because most of the time she'll be using the support skill. And her defense not so bad, as you can see. And the HP okay, and the speed is very high. Then, for the ability set, the reaction skill will be useless for her since she doesn't need this. And the passive, these two will be the best for her because this one is increasing the skill usage and this one is increasing the debuff turn. So these two will be the best. And then for this main ability, well, most of the time you'll be using this skill, reduce the opponent's speed and slash resistance and can be stacked 3 times. And of course you can use this all parameter down for the whole map. Either way, you can use this skill first and then use this skill 3 times. And for the side ability, I usually use this Chromancer because have this clock up and clock down everything. I seldom use the other side ability, so this will be the best for her. And then for the mementos gear, she don't have any unique mementos, so I using this Setsuna mementos because it increases the speed plus 7 and HP plus this much. So it will be good enough if you have these mementos. And the alternate choice will be this one, Yomi mementos. It increases the HP and physical defense and jewel gain. Also not so bad. So either way. Then for the gear, well, anything that's increasing her HP and speed will be good enough and defense. She doesn't need any attack. So this HP regen armor will be the best for her. And then this one is all elemental resistance and jewel gain. And this one is defense up and speed up. So anything that's increasing her HP and speed and resistance will be good enough. Okay, so I guess that's all about the Chihaya. Okay, next is this Hazel. Well, her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she have this Machinery Job Plus and Magic Swordsman Enchant and Ranger Enchant. But of course, you'll be using this job. And then for her status, she have the recently adjustment, but there's not much of the status increase except for the passive increase, but her physical attack and dex become quite high, and the HP also not bad, and her speed also not bad without the booster plus 2. Defense also okay. And then for the adjustment, this master ability have the adjustment. It increase the physical and dex. But right, it's only this shooting attack up and this elemental resistance enhance. And then this passive also have the adjustment. It increase the physical and dex a bit. And the second gate passive, this one, increase the shooting attack and range plus 3. So this will be the best for her unless you want to increase her speed using this booster plus 2. You see? Her speed will be super high, but the physical attack and dex will be reduced this much. And if you want to increase her elemental defense, you can equipping this one. This is only for defensive, but I usually use this offense mode. And the range skill also quite good, even though this is a property of Elevator, but it increased the shooting attack and all elemental resistance up and can be stacked 3 times. And there's no range limit. And very good thing is, as long as you never attack 3 times, this passive will be forever there. If the opponent keep attacking her, this shooting attack up and all elemental defense up will almost be forever. And for the main ability, these 2 skills have the adjustment as well. It increase the attack power, so the damage will be quite high. And this skill have the slash and blow attack debuff and can be stacked 2 times. And then for the mementos and the gear, she only have this 1 mementos, so this will be the best for her. It increase her good skill a lot, especially you see speed plus 13, and when you master the mementos another 10, so her speed actually quite high. And also increase the physical attack, dex, and skill plus 1. And you also can use this weapon ability. The higher the dex is, the higher the damage is. And for the gear, this one is from her mementos. This is one of the best machinery weapons. It increases the physical attack a lot and dex, and also increase the shooting attack, but best part is shooting range plus 1. This is really very good. And the weapon ability also quite good. The lower her HP is, the higher the damage is. And it also have the HP drain, not bad. And this skill have the adjustment as well. And then for this gear, this one is from the Alberu Mementos. It greatly increased the HP and also increased the initial jewel and jewel gain. And the weapon ability also not bad. It increased the shooting attack 1.8 and shooting range plus 1 for 1 turn. And lastly is this accessory. This one is from the Kagura Mementos. It increased the defense and speed and wind resistance. And you also can use this weapon ability, but nothing much. But all of this gear is from the Memento, so I think not everybody will have this everything. So this armor you can switch with HP regen armor as usual, and any weapon that is increasing her attack or dex, and any accessory that is increasing her speed will be good enough. So I guess that's all about Hazel. Okay, next is this Pamela. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she is a free unit, so everybody can get her, and she have this special job, and the overall status is not so bad, but her main purpose is only increasing your ally magic attack and the luck for 4 turns after you master the 5th gate. But compared to Lifa and Letitia, her area buff is still a diamond, so beware. And then this last skill is only 1 usage, so you only can use 1 time, but when you master her 2nd gate, this one, it increases the skill usage plus 1. So that all of her skill have 1 more skill usage, like this skill you can use 6 times, and this one can be used 2 times, so not really that bad. And then you also can change her sub ability, like this is a sub ability for the bishop. She have the recovery skill, since her passive is increasing her recovery up, as well as the gear everything. Of course, you also can switch with this Kamiko sub ability. This one also not so bad. It reduces the enemy magic defense or physical defense for the whole map and can be stacked for 3 turns. So it's really depend on situation. And then for the mementos and the gear, she don't have any special mementos, so this is best for her since these mementos have the Palmera, you see, inside. And she's from the loose book, so this 2 is for her, but for this group skill, it's very special. You need to have Emma or Noah to equip these mementos. This Pamela will have this group skill. So basically, she have all the good skill except for this BJ ability, this last one. Don't have the speed bonus when you match the mementos, but at least you can use this weapon ability, or can use. And then for the gear, well, anyway you can equip her with any gears, like increasing her HP and speed will be good enough, since she's just a buffer, nothing special. Okay, that's all about Pamela. Okay, next is this Emma. Well, her ranking is something like this. She have this Tenkoshi Job Plus, and Enhancer Enchant, and this Fortune Teller. Most of the time you'll be using this job, of course. And her overall status is interesting because this Tenkoshi attack is based from the luck. So the higher the luck is, the higher the attack is. And her luck is super high. And her defense not so bad. And her HP also not so bad. And for her ability set, this will be the best combination for her. This passive increase a lot of HP and also have the jewel cost down. But physical and magic attack down. But this job doesn't require any physical or magic attack. So it doesn't really matter. And this one is all elemental attack power and luck up. And for the reaction skill, this one, when you equip one of the accessory, this reaction skill have the skill counter. So it doesn't matter whether the opponent is using a skill or normal attack. It have the property of first counter, reducing their physical attack and magic attack. Not so bad. And then for the main ability, well, she have some support skill and attacking skill. This attack will be the highest damage of all. If the opponent have the status, the damage increase if you master the 5th gate. So this will be her main attack. And then for the side ability, this one also very powerful. It reduces the opponent fire resistance and also can be stacked 3 times. And the damage is based on luck. So you can use this skill first to reduce their fire resistance. After that, you use the main ability skill to increase the damage. But the most powerful for this job is this skill. This skill without job plus is also very powerful. The lower her HP is, the higher the damage is. So imagine her maximum HP is very high, like more than 5 digit, and her current HP is maybe 2 digit, like 10 or 15. This skill's damage will be super high. Can even hit 6 digit. Seriously, super high. And you can use 6 times, and the jewel cost is only 9. And then for the mementos and gear, right now she have these 2 mementos and she have the 6k, so these 2 will be the best for her. This is a New Year mementos. Well, it increased the status and this BJ ability. This BJ ability is also based from the luck. If the opponent have the accuracy down or evasion down, the damage will be increased. Also nice. And then this another mementos. This is the normal mementos. Also increase a lot of the status. And you also can use this BJ ability, also based from the luck. Seriously, she have 2 BJ ability is very powerful. And the gear, this one is from her New Year mementos. It greatly increases the HP and the speed, and also have the silent resistance, not bad. And you can use this weapon ability. It reduces her HP and all your allies within the range will have the one-time damage 0. So it's quite good. And by reducing her HP, the side ability of the skill, this one, the damage will be increased as well. So it's quite nice. And then this is her another mementos. Well, it increasing the luck, maximum jewel and wind resistance. And for the start of the 3 turns, pierce and jump resistance up. Not so bad. And then lastly is this gear. This one is from the Crema mementos. It also increase the speed plus 10 and luck plus 50, quite a lot, and fire resistance. But best part is this weapon ability. So this 3 will be the best for her, but all this gear is from the mementos, so it's really quite hard to get everything. So this armor, you can use the HP regen armor or anything that's increasing her HP, and anything that's increasing her luck or speed will be good enough. Okay, so that's all about Emma. Next is... Okay, lastly I'm going to introduce is this Arthur. Well, his ranking is something like this. Anyway, he have this unique job and Holy Brother Shura enchant and Holy Clover enchant, but of course you'll be using this job. And then his overall status actually not so bad. The physical attack is already more than 1k and physical defense. And his speed also quite high and the HP not bad. And for the ability set, he is a very good against a wind unit thanks to this passive. It increases the sash attack and strong versus the wind. After that, this main ability, these 2 skills, this strong versus the wind is a lot. And this skill also have the strong versus the wind, but this is the highest damage of all. This skill damage, especially wind unit, the damage is super high. If you're using the Kensei Shura, charge times 5, the Susano, the damage should be super high, without any resistance down. And he also have this very useful skill. It's a moving skill, and this skill also not bad. Reduce all physical attack half for 3 times. And then for the reaction skill, this one, also quite good. It's 100% counter attack, but it only applies to physical attack. But then this counter attack have the dual damage, but the range is only 2, so beware. And then the second gate passive, it increases his attack and resistance. So not only he have the good attacks, but he also have a good defense. And then for the mementos and the gear, he only have this one mementos, this one. All of this good skill is very good for him, and there's no weapon ability, it's a waste. And when you max this mementos, you can use this leader skill. This leader skill is also one of the best, but you need to have the Crystal Reunion group mementos in order to use this leader skill. But this is one of the best. Slash attack 50%, a lot. Area attack 20%, and good against the sloth 60%. So the total damage will be 130%, super high. And also increase the speed 10%, not bad. But then it's really very hard to use this leader skill. And for the gear, this one is from his mementos. This is the best for him. Increase the speed, fire attack, and physical attack, and ensure dual +5. But the best part is this weapon ability. This weapon ability is very powerful. For the 3 turns, his dual costs half and can use 3 times. And it's an area attack. So this skill is really very powerful. And then another gear is this one. This is a free gear you can get from the Crystal Reunion quest, EX quest. The status increase not so bad. Physical defense, stop resistance, and area attack resistance. But you can use the weapon ability for him. It's an area attack as well. And also it's very good against a wind unit, but you only can use 1 time. And lastly is this gear. This is one of the free gear you can get from the raid quest. I forgot which one, but this gear is really very good for him. The dual gain +40. Because this job the dual gain is not really a lot. So by increasing the dual gain, will be increasing his probability of using the skill. And also increase the jump +2. But if you guys don't have this accessory, you can equip anything that's increasing his dual gain. And this sword, you can equip anything that's increasing his physical attack. Will be good enough, or speed, anything. But you cannot equip the HP regen armor because you are using this armor. You need to have the gear summon accessory or Ultima Muffler, either way, to have the HP regen. So I guess that's all about the Arthur. Okay, next is I'm going to do some ranking on those units that I never introduced. Okay, let's go. The first one I'm going to introduce is this Lei Mei. Well, his ranking is something like this. After the Job Plus adjustment and the new mementos, he become a super powerful Red Master unit. But even if you don't have these mementos, he also quite powerful. Okay, next is this Meluda. Her ranking is something like this. Well, as a 4-star unit with the Job Plus, she's one of the best 4-star units because this One Beast Tamer skill is very good, as well as her physical attack is super high, and her speed also not bad. What's more, the mementos is a free mementos, so it's very easy to train her. Okay, next is this Dolosia. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she's still a very good debuffer, especially the fire resistance down for the side ability. But her attack power is getting lower and lower compared to other Job Plus units that have the adjustment, like Daisy. But still, she's quite powerful by the stacks. And the mementos is a free mementos, so it's also very easy to train her. Okay, next is this Claude. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she is the 4-star unit with this Sniper Job Plus, and this Job Plus is actually quite good. It's a mixture of Sniper and Mercenary, and she have this mementos, and her overall status actually not bad, especially the dex and the speed, super high. Okay, next is this Zhang Gezi. His ranking is something like this. He's a 4-star unit and he don't have any Job Plus, but he have the Master ability, this one. It's very rare that 4-star will have the Master ability. And then Last time he used to be using this Dragon Cavalry, but the speed is really not so good. So you either can use this Blade Master Enchant or Holy Brother Enchant. I prefer using this Holy Brother because the overall skill is much more better, and when he charged times 3, his overall attack increased a lot thanks to his physical attack is a lot. I think he has the highest physical attack for the Holy Brother. Okay, next is this Kagura. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she is a free unit from the Sacred Stone and she only has 3 gates. So her overall status is only this high, but she's very good at wind unit because of the second gate passive, increase the strong versus the wind. And instead of using this job, you can use this Sage Enchant for the more damage against the wind unit. And of course, in future, she will have the adjustment for this main job. So this job can be very powerful in future. Okay, next is this Lubinas. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, compared to the other units that are shown, she only have the 3 gates. So the overall attack power will be this high. But very good thing is she have this Summoner Enchant, which is very good. It reduces the opponent all elemental resistance. And she also have this Chromancer, so she can do some supporting. And she is a normal unit, so it's very easy to train her. Since the other Summoner Enchant is mostly from the Genesis unit. Okay, next is this Kuleto. His ranking is something like this. Anyway, he's a jack of all trades. You can use this job as a main job, and the side ability you can use the jump, attack or assassin. And then he also one of the fastest unit. As you can see, the speed is super high. But right now he don't have any job plus, even though all the job is an enchant job and he have the mementos, but he can be still useful, especially traveling around the map. Okay, next is this Petelu. His ranking is something like this. Anyway, last time he used to be a very powerful fire tank, but right now he really like put for show. Thanks to the Crowray and Logi, Petelu become a not say useless unit, but his attack power is really very low. But at least you can use him as a tank. Okay, next is this Noah. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she's a not so bad wind killer because of her main ability have the strong versus fire, and her magic attack actually not so bad and the speed. But right now this is the only mementos she can use. She don't have any exclusive mementos beside this one. Okay, next is this Kaya. Her ranking is something like this. Well, she have the adjustment during the April Fool event of this job, so her overall status increase as well as her main ability all power up. Okay, next is this Ila. Her ranking is something like this. Well, she has some minor adjustment for the skill attack, and then her magic attack and that is quite high, and the speed also quite high. But right now, she don't have any job plus, but she's a Berbel Chronicle unit, so one fight day she will have this job plus, high chance. Okay, next is this Kaluza. Her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she's a super tank thanks to this Berserker skill. For the one turn, she will not die until the next turn. And she recently have the new master ability, this one, which is also very powerful, increasing the HP, and when she getting any damage, she have permanent increase the physical attack, can stack 5 times. And the Berserker reaction skill enhance. Instead of recover 20, jewel become recover 40 when she getting hits. So it's very good. Okay, next is this Fury. Her ranking is something like this. Well, she's very good in doing status attack and reduce the opponent's status resistance than attacking, but her magic attack actually not so bad. Okay, next is this Dark Phantom Setsuna. Her ranking is something like this. Well, this job is something like the Blade Master job plus. So the skill is similar to Blade Master, but her overall attack is this high. And then she have this Kensei Shura, Holy Brother Shura, have the Susano, charge time 5. So after using this charge time 5, her attack power will be super increased. Okay, next is this Fool. His ranking is something like this. Well, this unit job is something like the Holy Brother job plus, and he also very good against the wind unit, especially you use the charge attack skill to increase his overall attack. But then he is considered a limited unit, and in order to get him, you need to have these mementos minimum. Okay, next is this Masamune. Well, her ranking is something like this. Anyway, she is the free unit from the Phantom of the Queue, this Samurai job plus, and then as a free unit, her overall status actually quite high, and she have these exclusive mementos for her, but these are limited mementos, and she have this katana, but this is from the limited gear summon. So without these mementos and this gear, she may not as powerful as right now, but she's still usable. Okay, next is this Dark Masamune. Well, her ranking is something like this. Anyway, compared to the normal Masamune, she have this Berserker job, which is very powerful, especially against the raid boss. If all of your ally dies left her attack power will be super high. Okay, next is this Ban. His ranking is something like this. And he is from the 7 Deadly Sin collaboration, and the interesting part of him is this reaction. It have the property of drain the opponent's status, all the status. So his overall status can be very high, depending on the opponent's status. And even if you never drain the status, his HP, physical attack, and the speed is actually quite high, and the critical. Okay, next is this Benny Maru. His ranking is something like this. Well, he's a collaboration unit from the Tensei Slime, Tensei Sura, and then his evasion actually is quite high, and one of his passive is depending of the evasion. The more he evades, the more powerful he will become. Okay, next is this Askanolu. His ranking is something like this. Well, he's a 7 Deadly Sin collaboration unit, but he's one of the best fire unit ever. Seriously, his overall attack is really insane, super insane. Okay, next is this is the last unit I'm going to introduce, Ikana. Her ranking is something like this. Well, she's a Genesis unit, so she's a limited unit, and the mementos is also limited, but she's one of the good fire buffer, and all of her attack is based from the dex. You see, the higher the dex is, the higher the attack is, and her speed also quite high. So I guess that's all about the ranking. Okay, lastly is some of the unit I never introduced but is still very powerful is this Mera and this guy. This is a gun lance job, and this Rahalu, and then this Rashelu, and maybe this guy, but I don't know I can even train him or not. It's from the Mobis multi tower, and then these 3 unit also very powerful but I don't have Atore, Lisanoi, and Micro Frontier collaboration unit Sherilu. And then I guess that's all about the fire unit rankings. Thank you for watching this video. If you guys got any question about the ranking, like this guy very weak or this guy very weak but this guy is very powerful or what, just comment. Please thumbs up and subscribe if you like this video. See ya, sayonara.